51. They think the population of Rapa Nui grew rapidly and then remained more or less stable until the arrival of the Europeans, who introduced deadly diseases to which islanders had no immunity. Population. Rapidly. Remain. More or less. The arrival of. Deadly. Islander. Immunity. Assassination. Choke. Defunct. Demise. Expire. Incinerate. Invasive. Lethal. Mischievous. Mortal. Noxious. Poisonous. Smother. Suicide. Toxic. Toxin. Venom. Venomous. Affirm. Assert. Believe. Conclude. Declare. Deem. Discern. Dogmatic. Illegible. Pending. Presume. Protest. Protest. Suppose. (52) Anyway, even though these noise maps are fairly crude, they've been useful in providing information and raising awareness that noise matters. We need to deal with it, and so it's a political matter. Crude. Awareness. Aware. Deal. Political. Acid rain. Air pollution. Biodegradable. Carbon emission. Carpool. Climate deterioration. Deteriorate. Disposable. Drive less. Ecological degradation. Environmental awareness. Environmental issue. Environmental pollution. Environmental protection. Groundwater contamination. Hybrid electric vehicle. Industrial waste control. Land resource. Low carbon. Mass transportation. Mineral resource. Noise pollution. Plastic bag. Pollutant. Polluter. Pollution. Radioactive. Rainfall. Recycle. Refuse disposable good. Renewable. Reuse. Sustainable development strategy. Water conservation. Water pollution. Water resource. White pollution. Worsen. Acquaintance. Automatically. Cognition. conscious, subliminal, perceive, unaware. '53. Travel has existed since the beginning of time, when primitive man set out, often traversing great distances in search of game, which provided the food and clothing necessary for his survival. Exist, existence, primitive, traverse, game, survival. Biophysical environment. Caveman. Common descent. Cranial. Darwin. Degenerate. Descendant. Directional selection. Ecological anthropologist. Evolutionary change. Evolve. Extinction. Food chain. Hominid. Natural selection. Offspring. Origin. Outgrow. Paleoanthropologist. Psychological anthropologist. Weed out. Consecutive. Constantly. Fitful. Frequency. Frequently. Incessant. Incoherent. Occasional. Periodical. Perpetual. Swift. '54. This is why composers often introduce a key note in the beginning of a song, spend most of the rest of the piece in the studious avoidance of the pattern, and then finally repeat it only at the end. Composer. Introduce. Studious. Avoidance. Avoid. Pattern. Repeat. Austerity. Courtesy. Diligence. Forgiveness. Gentleness. Grace. Honesty. Humility. Kindness. Moral. Morality. Norm. Superstructure. Upright. Valor. Virtue. Willpower. Album. Blues. Cassette. Composition. Countryfolk. Country pop. Cowboy. Disc. Funk. Hip-hop. House. Jazz. Melodic. Melody. Music. Musical. Notation. Punk. Rap. Record. Record. Reggae. royalty, soul, stereo, tape, tempo, timbre, tuneful, vocal, duplicate, duplicate, duplication, replicate, commence, commencement, inaugurate, initial, initiate, initiate, preliminary, renew, renewal, resume, threshold. (55) In its most general sense, prescriptivism is the view that one variety of language has an inherently higher value than others, and that this ought to be imposed on the whole of the speech community. General, sense, prescriptivism, view, variety, language, inherently, ought to, impose, adaptable, adaptation, advisable, becoming, coincide, conformity, fit, fitting, pertinent, plausible, properly, suit, suitable, abridge, clause, concise, genre, glossary, grammar, implicit, lexical, lingual, parlance, phonemics, sentence, sound, syllable, symbol, tense,